So we had a heavyweight fight yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anthony Joshua's back.
Mm-hmm. Did he do enough to entertain a big fight for you guys?
You know, I'm not sure what's kind of like missing from his game at this point. I thought, you know, when it was time, it was time. You know, he stepped up and delivered. You know, but I just feel like along the way there's some things missing. What about you, Carson?
I think, again, I'm the one that loves Anthony Joshua the most, apparently, on this, because we were talking about it off air. But to me,
Earl Anthony.
I'll go AJ. Yeah, I'll go AJ. No, to me, though, I think the criticism in general, and then also, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the lacking of the killer instinct since he lost to Ruiz. I actually look at that and I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think there are almost times it could help if you're not really putting your foot on the gas and putting yourself in harm's way to get big shots landed. Mm-hmm. Is that not what boxing is about? Hit, don't get hit.
Mm-hmm. Boxing is hit and don't get hit. I think when it comes to Anthony Joshua, I think people, including myself, are kind of looking at him and seeing everything that he can do, or that we want him to do, or that we expect him to do, and then he doesn't do it. For me, it's as simple as basic punch as a jab. I like to see him jab more. I like to see a faster, stronger, straighter jab. I think he paws a lot with the jab. That's English. That's what they do over there. But then there's times where he just kind of like lays it out there. He doesn't throw it out there. It's not sharp. It's not sharp. It's not strong. It's not fast. Not consistent enough for me. And that's one thing I feel is really hurting him in terms of being an entertaining fighter. The jab, not only can you hit a guy with a jab, you set things up with the jab. You get a sense of your range and your distance with the jab. And I think that he limits his offense a lot simply by not using his jab as consistently as he could.
I think people would say that maybe he uses the jab too much. I think people would say maybe he doesn't get inside and throw bigger shots. I don't know. And to me, it was almost like yesterday he fights Pulev, who I believe his only loss is Klitschko, and drops him multiple times and then stops him. Mm-hmm. And his uppercut was that is one uppercut I have no interest in anyone that I know or love getting hit with. Uh-huh. But no, I think AJ is a good combination of power and boxing ability. So I don't know. I guess the kind of trying to find flaws in his game is interesting to me.
I don't think I'm not really trying to.
Not you specifically.
Yeah,
but just kind of ones like, I don't know, like he's inferior. Like I'm not sure why you don't know. Like I
really don't know. I mean, I don't really understand what everybody's different. So your sense of excitement for boxing could be different. I think there's people out there that just simply want to see a knockout. And if they don't see someone hitting hard and knocking other people out, then they're just going to be turned off. There's other people who just love the action. They want to see back and forth. The fight we had last night on ESPN where those guys are, just back and forth. Some people just really like that, And then some people, including myself, really appreciate the art of boxing, where I don't mind a guy like Lara or like Mayweather who can use the entire ring and make guys miss every single punch and hit a guy 4 or 5 times, 6 times a round, upwards to 10 times a round, and win that round and win the fight like that. I appreciate that art because I understand what all it entails in terms of being able to do that and be effective with it. So I don't really know what everyone's expecting or wanting out of Anthony Joshua. Me personally, I want more action. And I think that more jabs creates more action. And I'm gonna dive in a little deeper, and then I'm gonna let you speak, Ant. But when I say jabs, like I don't know, Carson and Ant, if you guys are aware or if you know, but there's just so many different variations of a jab that I'm talking about a more effective jab. I'm talking about a jab that has intention of hurting, intention of landing, and I don't think he throws enough jabs with that type of intention. I think he throws more jabs for finding his range and his distance or just touching a guy, and I don't think it's enough on his jab to create the kind of the kind of action that I would prefer.
Do you think too much muscle? Because I was thinking he has obviously he's a great boxer, great power. Like with Wilder and Fury, seem like they're looser. Obviously, Wilder's not a great boxer at all. He's just stopping power. But Fury's more a boxer. I feel like if he drops a little bit of muscle mass, he can be a little looser. Because the kid has great boxing form. Great, obviously the power is there.
Yeah. I think his body's changed a lot since that fight he had with Andy Ruiz, the first fight. People were saying that he was coming to the ring with too much muscle. They saying, he looked like an action figure and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that really is just a matter of the training and what they're doing. Again, if you are a coach who understands there's different variations of punches, specifically the jab, you can go from throwing a fast, quick jab in 2 or 3 rounds trying to set up a guy to then turning it over into more of a powerful, slower jab in rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, carrying on and doing whatever you need to do in terms of making adjustments with your jab. I think right now we are probably seeing just 2 variations of a jab. We're seeing a jab that's more of just a touch. Let me find you, and
kind of range finder.
Yeah, range finder. Then we're seeing him step in here and there with a stiff, strong jab. And it may not be because he's got too much muscle. It may just be those are the variations of a jab that he's been taught.
Yeah. How do you think a fight with him and Fury goes?
I think
allegedly Bob Arum said that can be done next week.
I know. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he did say that. When I saw it, I was like, I don't know. I don't know about. I'm not gonna speak on Bob. But I think Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. I think he has the boxing ability, the ring IQ. I think he has the skills to beat anybody. That includes Anthony Joshua. I think I could see him touching up Anthony Joshua for the course of 12 rounds. I don't know if Anthony Joshua is fast enough or could find that timing. And I think one thing that people overlook when it comes to boxing is you guys get they get discouraged when you can't hit somebody, when the fight's not going the way you used to it going. You get discouraged, and that begins to weigh on your mind. It begins to kind of take away of what you can do, So I kind of see that happening in the fight with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury.
But
I will say winner Wilder or Joshua. Winner against Fury.
I think Joshua would beat Wilder somewhat comfortably.
Yeah, man. Carson, 2 years ago, I will argue you downtown and back and 6 times more. Yeah.
Yeah, you think so too?
My man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I want Wilder to come back. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about Wilder, honestly.
I simply just want to see him back in the ring, man. I just want to see him back in the ring.
I think
and they said AJ might have probably has the best resume at heavyweight of those 3, of Wilder, Fury, and Joshua.
Well, I don't know outside of.
He's fought Klitschko, Parker, Dillian White.
Yeah.
So he's what about Fury?
But I was gonna say Fury's fought.
He beat Wilder 1.5 times, basically too. But.
And Klitschko.
Yeah.
And he fought Klitschko too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a fight with Fury and AJ, I think would be really fun to watch. I think they're both really good boxers for being heavyweights, and both clearly have big punching power as well. So I think it would be a fun fight. I think Fury wins. I'm not sure it's as lopsided as other people might think it would be.
I just feel like Anthony Joshua's too slow for Fury.
Do you guys think it's as big as the Wilder Fury one? You think it has lost its luster? The Fury Joshua.
No, it would be huge.
Yeah, it would be huge, especially over there.
Over there
would be crazy.
Over there, yeah. I don't think that does the crazy numbers here.
Maybe not, but I think typically, I guess, think of a time when 2 non-Americans fought and it did huge numbers elsewhere.
Yeah,
and it wasn't here.
Let's go Fury.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.